and welcome back to another Sims 3 Let's Build a House series. Today we decided to go ahead and do a little bit more landscaping. Like I had said in earlier videos, I did plan on doing a little bit more landscaping for this house. So while I was doing this landscaping, I'd actually later in the day got some more ideas for more things I would like to do with the landscaping. So maybe next time we will be able to do a little bit more that I was thinking. So hopefully when I go back into the world and I work on this house, I still remember those ideas. And I apologize if you see the little Sim standing there. He's actually been there mostly. It's a family I've been using in this world to kind of help test the house as we go through and make sure things work as planned. So just going through and cleaning up some of the driveway while I was putting the fence, and I decided to continue the fence all the way through the front. I had kind of just noticed that the driveway seemed very messy, so I thought I would clean that up a little bit. So I thought I'd put another pathway going from the sidewalk to the driveway, so that way you have good access, not walking through the grass. I thought maybe we would do something a little bit more, I don't know if you would really call it elegant or what you would call it, but where we have these trees going down the driveway and lining them. I've actually, in the town that I live in, has a house that I have passed quite frequently growing up, and they have these little bushes kind of just like this that line the driveway, and I've always thought those looked super pretty and really enjoyed them, and I just thought that would look really great for this house. So, but yeah, we just, do quite a bit actually in the landscape. Add quite a bit. Just putting some rocks here to kind of outline it a little bit. So to give it a little bit more of a finished look. Of course, I don't usually do much in the way of terrain painting until I know I am completely finished with the build and that I'm not going to make any more changes with the exterior. So I thought about maybe adding some more of those trees, but I had decided not to. So we do spend quite a bit of time over here in the backyard. I decided I did want, of course I wanted staircases exiting off of these decks and everything here, but at the time I wasn't really too sure where I wanted them. So I happened to be thinking I did have an idea of where I wanted them. So most of this is going to be trying to get it to execute the way I wanted it to and still, look nice for you. This is a very large home and it's supposed to kind of look very rich and wealthy. So I want everything that I do to look as nice as possible. Now, as you can see, I do struggle a little bit with getting the wall underneath the stairs to show up. And when it does show up, to be completely completed. If you struggle in any way, kind of like what I am here, as you can see, part of it still was not showing up. Now some of it I didn't show at all, but for the most part you'll see everything I did. I did a few of the testing and stuff to get the stairs to work the way I wanted, kind of off camera, but at the same time still kind of showed you pretty much everything I was doing. It is very important when you're trying to do this technique to get the wall underneath the stairs like that you make the ground very level. Sometimes you have to go a little bit farther than just the area that the stairs is on. The wall pieces will not, I repeat, will not show up for you if you do not have the wall or the ground level. So that is very important. So if you are struggling with trying to get, the wall pieces to show up, just double check, make sure everything is level, and hopefully it'll be able to work out for you. So sometimes it is a little bit of a struggle, but I do think the ending effect does look quite a lot better. I was rather disappointed that The Sims 3 did not have where even outside that the wall showed up. So, but there are ways, of course, to get it to work. So, I definitely think it's worth it. It gives it a finished look, makes it look part of your deck or your balcony or whatever it happens to be coming off of. So, We do a little bit of exterior deck or furnishings. I'm not sure how much exactly I plan on doing because exterior I'm having problems with my words today. Exterior furnishing is not exactly my area. So, but I did feel that we do need something in the backyard, you know, for entertaining and things like that. So, basically I'm just recoloring the counters. As you know, I really hate the glare and stuff that the objects in The Sims 3 will give off on your very light objects. Even if you want a really light creamy color and it gives a really bad glare, just take it and darken the color. Don't change the color, just give it a darker color of the same color, and it should help reduce on your glare. So that's usually all I do. I usually pick something that I like, and if it for any reason gives off a glare that I don't like, I usually just darken it. I don't actually change the color, I just go in and darken it. So today we are going to be working on the other bedroom that is attached to the Jack and Jill bathroom. So this time we're working on one that would be kind of for a girl. It's kind of what I was thinking. The other bedroom is kind of more designed for the boy, and this house does have plenty of bedrooms, so I didn't see why we couldn't actually design them to be a specific gender. And not really, it's still not really a specific gender. I mean, it's kind of a purplish color anyway. You know, and it's just a color. I mean, boys can, I'm sure, like any color out there. There's a lot of them that love cats as well. So really, it doesn't really matter on your colors. But this is just kind of the color scheme I had chose for this bedroom, since we kind of went with like a army type of coloring for the other one. And some of these objects in this bedroom is from the store content. I'm not sure offhand which set I was pulling from. But of course, you know, when this is up for download, the exchange will let you know everything that was used. So I thought I would put a few the shoes underneath just to kind of give it, you know, a look more of a closet is kind of the idea I was going for. And just adding a few toys to kind of decorate it up a little bit. Now we're just going through looking for a few more things. I wanted something that would kind of go with the style of the bed. I'm not really too sure how much of the objects I used actually come from the same set as the bed, but the lamps, however, do, since they did have the same pattern. And I just felt we needed a second dresser just to kind of help, you know, with a little bit of the, you know, the space. The other dresser almost looks like it would be kind of like one that maybe would have some storage in it, maybe for the young girl. And this one maybe has the clothes. I guess it doesn't really matter. I wasn't really too sure, honestly, if that dresser would work, since there was an archway directly in front of it. I'm not sure, since I even put a stuffed animal and things. I put things with it. I really don't know. So that's another reason why I put in another dresser, just in case that one did not work. So that way they do have a dresser of their own, and just adding a few more things in the bedroom to kind of give it a nice, a young child feel, something that you would see in a little girl's room. So some things on the wall just to try to help bring out her personality. So, and then these lamps on the side that I just put up, that was actually lamps that came with the, oh my gosh, I just did a review on that set too, and now I have completely forgotten where it came from. So like I said, I am not good with remembering where things came from. So I think it was the kitchen. Yes, the Bayside kitchen set from the store is where those wall lamps come from. I'm not sure why they were with that set, but that is where they came from, and I thought they looked quite nice in this bedroom. Brought off just a nice feel to the bedroom. So but we are getting about done with this bedroom. Just going to recolor these birds just to kind of give them a more look to go with the, with the color scheme of this room, which is kind of like a purple, cream, and a yellow scheme is what it's going off of. I went off of the bedspread, is actually what I went off of and kind of chose those colors from there. And just going through and just adding a few more things. Gonna put in a zebra rocking horse, and we're gonna put in some flower rugs. I know I complain about the rugs a lot in my Let's Plays, but I really love rugs. Just because, no matter how much I complain about them, making some things a little bit more difficult than others, I will still continue to use them because I just feel that they bring great personality and warmth to the room that they are in. So I really love these flower rugs for a little girl's room. So the fact that we can recolor them to match whatever color scheme you have just makes those rugs all much better. So I just thought I'd go through and do a little bit more of the area here that your Sims cannot go. Since we happen to be right there, I thought, maybe why don't we just go ahead and put it in. And going to go ahead and do the balcony as well that is attached to this room. Unfortunately, not every bedroom has its private balcony. However, there are several in this house, several decks, several balconies. It was one of the things I wanted to incorporate into this house was plenty of outdoor spaces. So next we're going to go ahead and work on I guess you could say like a guest bath. It's just a bathroom that's off of the landing, so any of your guests can use it without going into a bedroom. It's a simple bathroom, nothing too special about it. I decided to go ahead and put a bathtub in this one since we already had several showers. We already have a shower in the Jack and Jill bathroom, so I really like the idea of merging those two mirrors together, but they kind of, for whatever reason, you cannot put that mirror right on the corner of a wall. It will stick out, which is rather disappointing because it looked, I really liked the way that they merged together and looked flawlessly together side by side, making a larger mirror, but unfortunately they kind of poke out on the walls, so I was unable to use them in that way, so that's why we went back to just one. And I decided with this bathroom, since it's kind of, anybody's bathroom, it's not really attached to a bedroom or anything like that, we would kind of go more with a neutral color of beiges and creams. So, and nothing too fancy, it's just some basic tiles on the floorboard to help with, the cleaning and the mess, and some basic tiles on the floor and a few rugs. So not really much of anything. I do put some wall hangings in this bathroom because you know me, I always have to have wall hangings or little knickknacks or something sitting around just to help your Sims' mood when they're in the room. Bathrooms, you are able to get good moodlets with decorating a bathroom, but sometimes, depending on the bathroom, it can pose a little difficulty. So, but I hope the bathroom has plenty of stuff to make your Sims happy while they're in here lounging and having a nice bath and things like that. So, even things like the little tissues on the counter and hand soap, believe it or not, all add to whether or not your Sim likes the room. So, add tissues and things like that just about anywhere you like. That'll help. That'll help get those moodlets. So, this time we are working in this bedroom. I realized that this bedroom is a very odd shape. I mean, it's got diagonals, it's got all kinds of corners, but it seems to work very nicely. I was very pleased with the way this bedroom actually turned out. It turned out quite a bit better than I thought. It kind of looks more like it would be a guest bedroom. It doesn't really have any kind of theme other than, kind of a tranquil feel, I guess you could say. A relaxing feel about it. Somewhere, your guests can stay and feel cozy and, just a nice relaxing feel to the room. So, of course, it can also be used for a teen's room. Whenever I, play any games or whatever, I just kind of stick my Sims in any bedroom, honestly. If, I do have a specific room or whatever, sometimes I do choose certain ones for certain Sims, but even rooms like this that look like a guest bedroom, I'll stick my teen in it. To be honest, I just throw them in there. So this dresser, you cannot stack things on top of it, so I used a shelf in order to add a few more details to that dresser, just to make it look like, you know, somebody has been in this room and does use it. So, and I think these colors, I love that it's kind of like a greenish blue color. I'm not sure exactly what you would call it, but I think it looks very nice with this bed. Now this bed comes from the Huntsman, I think it is, set. I think that's the store set it comes from. I'm not really too sure. Sorry about the, kind of went into, missed a little bit of the video. That's because I ran out of space on my one partition, because Fraps does create very large file sizes until I get them downsized. And speed builds seem to be the biggest. I had, believe it or not, about 80 gigs sitting in the video prior, and it just wiped out my partition. But we're getting about done with this video on this segment of the series, so thank you for watching. Any suggestions, leave below, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.